The presidential race is officially set now, with Kamala Harris accepting the Democratic Party's nomination. Now, there's just 73 days left before the November election. Joining me this morning is political analyst Thom Serafin and former Illinois Republican Party Chair Pat Brady. Thank you both for being here this morning.
Yes, good morning.
Now, we know that these conventions are essentially just huge pep rallies. How do you feel that Kamala did making her case to win come November?
I thought she did a nice job. I thought the Democrats did a nice job. She introduced herself to the country. She was likable. She kept her speech tight. It wasn't 93 minutes. And all in all, I think the Democrats had a pretty good week. And the big winners, in my opinion, were law enforcement. I mean, Chicago law enforcement really kept things under control. The superintendent, Thom, so all in all, pretty good week.
And Kamala did her best to try to appeal to both sides of the aisle. Do you feel like she did enough to maybe kind of sway those independent voters?
Barack Obama and Michelle Obama actually did the best job. I thought she made the effort, but every time she took 2 steps forward, she took 3 backwards in her speech. There was a point where they talked about, crime victims, gun violence, etc. Well, every shooting is significant. We had several last night. It's terrible, but probably the most significant political event when it comes to, shooting is the assassination attempt on Donald Trump, and then the killing of a volunteer firefighter and putting 2 other people in the hospital. That's democracy not working when their candidates are being shot at. They missed that point. They didn't mention it at all. I didn't understand that. That would have reached out to that side of the aisle, on those kinds of issues. I thought they played the rhetoric game. They did a nice job, and they had a very good week, and she did a nice job. She's a beautiful, smiling politician that's got to show some stuff. But there are a lot of people, like my good friend and others, that think, well, there's only 70 days left. She doesn't need to show anything. Just show up, don't make any mistakes, and you win.
And when in those 70 days, she's going to get taxed a little bit more on her policies for both the border and the economy. Where do you think she needs to sell herself to some of those undecided voters in those 2 specific areas?
Well, she's already done it somewhat. I think because Trump's been kind of flailing the last month, I think she was able to kind of redefine herself on both those issues. She had a swing and a miss on the inflation thing with that wage and price controls on groceries, but she came out pretty strong on the border. But I think last night, one of the reasons that her speech was successful is
she failed at the border.
Well, I'm not arguing with that, but we're talking about going forward. She needs to say what she's going to do and separate herself from Biden. That being said, I think she's got to get this back on her playing field, and I think those are the issues she talked about last night, are the issues she's strong on. You didn't hear a lot about the issues she's weak on, so I think she was successful in that. But she's going to have to do some interviews at some point, and they got a debate in 3 weeks.
And we're getting to the debate next. That's kind of the next big thing that everybody's kind of waiting to see. What do you think that each candidate needs to do between now and that first debate?
Well, she's got a free ride till after Labor Day. She's even said, and she announced to the media, that we're not going to do any kind of interviews until the end of the month of August. And then you're into Labor Day, and then it's the following week, and then you have the debate. So all she needs to do is do exactly what my good friend says here. Stay out of trouble. Really don't talk too much. She's running against herself. She's Vice President of the United States. She can make things happen today. She can close the border today. She can do a lot of things today. I mean, and the Democratic Party wants her to show leadership. So all she has to do, though, from her point of view as a campaign guy, is stay out of trouble and stay clean. And then when you get into the debate, don't get into a Donnybrook. Stay on message. Stay on message. You lose debates. You don't win them.
And on the other side, what do you think that former President Trump needs to do between now and that September debate?
Get back on message. He's really flailed the last 4 weeks. You can't do personal attacks. I mean, they went after Tim Walz's son. Did horrible stuff, so he needs to get back up on message. But the thing is, his vulnerability, he's standing at the border yesterday in Arizona, as if that's a big photo op for him. But remember, he was going to build a wall and Mexico pay for it. And believe me, that wall he built like 20 miles and Mexico didn't pay for it. So he's got his own failings. But they've got to figure out a way to go after her, and they just haven't so far.
And if you listen to the Republicans, the Democrats built a wall in Chicago, and it worked. We had peace. I think our superintendent of police is the star of the week. He was out there on the street. He was working the streets. His guys love him. and they believe in him now. We've got a police superintendent that I think we can all be very, very proud of, and I thought he did a heck of a job.
We've heard that morale within the Chicago Police Department because of their performance this week is definitely growing.
Yeah.
Thank you both for being here this morning.
Sure, absolutely. Good to see you.
We're looking
We'll
forward
see
to
you
seeing
next convention.
I'm sure we'll see you once or twice between now.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be here.
Here's a look at what's coming.